Welcome to the South Sub Highlights Show. My name is Paris Buckingham, and this is Ashley Zarek. Coming into the final week of the regular season, teams are trying to nail down their playoff positions.
That's right. We're going to start this week off with the 5th and 6th place teams going head-to-head. In 6th place were the Illinois Ballers, who were coming off a tough 2-game loss, trying to rebound and hold on to their standing.
And the 5th place Long Shots are returning after a 2-week hiatus.
Go Blackhawks.
They have to take on those previously mentioned Illinois Ballers, and then also right after that, they have to take on the 1st place NCC Pro.
So let's see how those games went.
Let's see. Our 6 o'clock matchup brings us to the Week 1 rematch with the Long Shots and the Illinois Ballers. The Ballers were blown out in that first battle by a barrage of threes from the Long Shots. This time around, the Ballers kept pace with the Long Shots' long-distance shooting. Both teams combined for 8 of 10 shooting beyond the arc in the opening minutes of the game. And on that 10th shot, Jason J. Matrix takes to the offensive boards and gets the and one. The Matrix comes back once again, attacking the basket for another deuce. Look closely, the Matrix can't secure the rebound, and Big Bill Neubauer gives his team the lead by 2. About a minute later, Scott 1T Rebarchek goes Big 10 on the Ballers. Again, the Ballers were keeping pace with the 3-ball when Paul News Parker knocks down the jumper. Here's one more Big 10 action move by 1T, and the Captain Curran cuts the lead with a long-range 2. He's not God, but it is a Saint Ledger with the blow-by move for his only 2 of the first half. After the half, the Matrix goes up and under. Then he comes back to clean up the News miss. It's another Saint blow-by, and he would start to heat up. 1T follows the Saints' lead and gives us an identical roll for 2. The Ballers take the lead as the Long Shots decide not to guard the Ballers' leading scorer. The Ballers are late again on the left side of the floor, and Big Bill takes advantage. The Saint marches up to the arc and puts down the 3. Then he hooks up with Big Bill on the slash. And oh, it's the Saint. He led the Long Shots with 13 second-half points. Jerry Maguire's cousin, Ryan, takes the easy inbound pass and extends the lead even more. Down 13, the Ballers make their run with about 4 minutes remaining. News Parker takes an uncontested lay-in, and Slick Rick knocks down consecutive 3-point baskets from the same spot. Slick was the game's leading scorer with 26. And once again, the left side of the floor is open, and the Saint gives the Long Shots a 4-point lead. Slick Rick Davis finds his sweet spot and brings the team within 2. But after a few free throws from the Long Shots, they claim victory for a second time against the Ballers. The Long Shots followed their win over the Illinois Ballers immediately for the 7 o'clock game. A.J. Porter gets the and one, and he's followed up by Big Bill Neubauer. Adam Stop Teasing goes up and under on the fast break, but Big Bill Neubauer was the story for the first half. Anthony Simmons knocks down a short 2. But Neubauer would go off for 26 in that half. Teammates Ryan McGuire and Scott T. Rebarchek get into the act, but Neubauer was unstoppable. He goes 6 of 8 beyond the arc. Sweet Baby Ray keeps his team within 8 going into the half, and opening the second half, NCC gets on the comeback trail. Dan Parsons takes the feed from Simmons. Then Parsons cleans up the Simmons miss. And finally, Simmons needs no help when he goes to the bank. And after 5 minutes, the game is tied at 46. NCC would slightly pull away, but a controversy is stirred. Tyson Hubner is pulled for 5 fouls. They would have to finish the game 4-on-5. And the Long Shots took advantage. McGuire for 3. Then Rebarchek goes into the paint for 2. But Stop Teasing wasn't going to let his team go away easy. After the pull-up jumper, he earns the and one. Neubauer finds that electrifying touch from the first half, and the game is even more interesting after the score flops quite a few times down the stretch. The Saint follows the Sweet Baby 3, and they exchange a couple of 3-point baskets to keep the few fans in attendance on the edge of their seats. The Long Shots knock down a few free throws to take a 1-point lead, but what is not pictured is a Simmons missed layup at the buzzer.
Well, the pros weren't done yet. They still had a bigger battle to fight next.
That's right, Ash. The first place NCC Pro would have to contend with the second place Legendary Vets.
Yep, but these two teams are not complete strangers. They just faced off last week.
That game ended in a 3-point missed shot to give the NCC Pro the victory.
Let's see how this week turned out.
Let's. The positional matchups put the first place NCC Pro against the Legendary Vets for the third time this season. NCC took both previous matchups. Dwight Mr. Connie feeds D. McNeil and he puts up a nice short hook. McNeil blocks the Tyson Huebner's attempt, and then he goes to the other end to drain the tray in Huebner's face. Ryan Nagel finagles his way into the lane to hook up with DB for the and one. Dan Pardon Me Parsons puts down one of his 3 first-half threes. Anthony Simmons puts Adam Stop Teasing in position, and he sends a shot up and over DB. Sweet Baby Ray Vicario knocks down the tray ball, and Mr. Connie is denied by Tyson Chicken. Vicario finds Teasing under the basket for an easy 2, and the Pro lead by 6 after 8 minutes. Dan Parsons knocked down a 3 from a corner. DB plays waste management, cleaning up the offensive boards. Mr. Connie takes offense, but after his second attempt, DB is once again the cleanup man. Bram added 15 points in the first half. Stop Teasing makes a donation of 3, then finds Parsons in the corner for another 3. Jack Don't Rush flicks a tray of his own, and Anthony Simmons leads a fronted Huebner for the easy lay-in. DB cleans up another Mr. Connie miss, and Stop Teasing gives McNeil the stop-and-go treatment for the and one to close out the half, leading by 8. The second half, it was dominated by NCC. Sweet Baby contributes 3, then Parsons, and finally Vicario with the deuce. Ryan finagles his way for the scoop. McNeil follows with a similar shot, and Mr. Connie finished their runs with a 3. Sweet Baby gives a sweet crossover and completes the deal with the tray. Stop Teasing pumps up McNeil and banks in 2 of his 26. Tyson Chicken takes the no-look feed from Simmons and uses both hands for the slam. Vicario takes his sweet time but gets the job done for 3. Parsons with his 5th 3 on the evening, and Huebner finishes with the scooping 2. NCC Pro would defeat the Vets for the 3rd time on the season. In fact, all of the Vets' losses have come at the hands of NCC. But the Vets do hold the number 2 position heading into the playoffs. Thanks to YouTube, we have to split our show in half.
That's right. Thanks for joining us for part 1. Make sure you stick around for part 2, where you'll find the rest of this week's major matchups and the top plays.
And more of us.